What up? Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Big Boosie, man. Welcome back to Street Knowledge Podcast. Y'all know how we do it over here, man. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Share, man. Share. Have everybody share. Send it to all your people, man. We pushing this podcast real heavy, non-stop. And make sure y'all hit the like buttons, man. We need that. And, we don't mind a little donation. It doesn't matter what you donate. Nothing is too big. It doesn't matter. We appreciate everybody. And I want to say I appreciate everybody that's been holding us down so far. All the new people. Hopefully y'all stick around because we're going to keep y'all entertained with what's going on. So I want to get back into some more of that R. Kelly stuff because it's getting a little crazy right now. As y'all know, the new things have surfaced. And what's crazy is how our people that's supposed to protect us, as far as, the DAs, the judges, and, supposed to make sure that innocent people don't go to jail. But, these DAs are sending people to jail just for a win. Just a win. Because now it surfaced all those text messages against his ex-girlfriend that, well, her parents put him there because she didn't want to be a part of that. And it was some made up stuff. And all those text messages is now proven that he did not know her age. He thought she was 18. He did not have sex with her while she was 17. He was not being excuse me. He was not being thirsty, trying to sex her, or none of the above. Showing her a good time, treating her good. He wasn't even there a lot of the times. It's all that has been shown. And why they didn't allow those text messages into the courtroom? That's crazy, and it's not fair to a person where he has to be his life interrupted because other people just have their reasons for wanting to bring him down. And like another lady was saying, I don't know, y'all hit me on the comments. She was saying, where was he really a pedophile? They said that they had someone, an expert, test that he was not a pedophile. He was not crazy as far as wanting to harm women and hurt women. A few of those things came up. But if I'm missing something, y'all show me. And I'm only speaking about it because it could be your brother, your uncle, your father that's going through something like that. Now, if he did wrong, I get it. He deserved to be in jail. But those text messages shows that he didn't do nothing wrong. And I'm only saying this to say, what is our world coming to? Because now it's like, what if that was you in his shoes? And you would, you sitting there knowing you innocent. Knowing you didn't do the things that you accused of. Yo, that's a hard pill to swallow. And now you in jail, and knowing that you did not do none of that. Now you got to be in there dropping your underwear, drop your drawers, get naked, squat for other men, make you go to bed whenever they want you to go to bed. Your lavish lifestyle is in a turmoil. Now you in a hellhole. Yo, that's rough. Because people that don't even live a lavish lifestyle, that will drive them crazy being in there for 30 years for something that was made up because the mother got mad, because the money train stopped, and now she would go to the extent to even expose her own daughter. Yo, that's crazy to me, man. I've been behind them bars. And I ain't gonna lie, it was for something that I have done, and I served my time. But I was railroaded. I was illegally searched. So they put me there illegally. But I accepted what I did. Well, should I say I accepted my time because I still know that I was doing wrong even though they did wrong. They're not supposed to violate our rights just so they can win a case. Just so they can get some points under their belt as an officer, arresting people and not doing the job the correct way and as they was trained. So y'all need to look at this as a big hit and a big blow against our culture. Even though some white people go through it too, so we can't get that twisted. But we go through it more than anything and anybody. Why they did not have those text messages in court that would have got that case thrown out? He would have been a free man once again. Like, that's very crazy. Very crazy. I don't know what he did in his personal life with women in his household, and but he was never locked up for beating up a woman. He went to trial one time, and they said that wasn't him in the camera. This Photoshop and this rearranging videos and all that is real out here, man. And it's crazy that our higher-ups is allowing it just so they can win, so they can get voted in as the next DA, as the next sheriff. That's crazy. I recently went through something with the police pulling me over recently. And he had a young boy in training. He had a black young boy in training. He was a white cop, state trooper. Pulled me over. Which, mind you, I'm not blaming anybody. I shouldn't have been driving. But I was upset about the situation and I had to leave. And I had somebody there that would have held me down. But they wasn't ready to go, and I was ready to go. And once again, I take full responsibility for what I have done. But the officers lied on their paperwork that they was following me, which was a lie. They told me they was following me on one highway. In that paperwork, it was one highway. I wasn't even on that highway. I wasn't on that highway first. I was on one highway and I had to switch over. And as I switched over to that highway, I was about to get off my exit. Now, if they said they followed me off the first highway I was on, then all right, cool. But I stay in my rearview mirror. They said I was speeding. No, they said I was going slow under the speed limit. By law, you got to go 40 miles under the speed limit. I was only going 13 under the speed limit. That's because I was about to get off. Made a left turn, did not see them. I had to wait at the light. If they was following me, why they wasn't behind me once I made that left? It was a car in front of me. We both made a left. As we zooming down about a quarter of a mile up, I see the lights coming. So we on a one-way. I'm thinking that they must be about to pull in because I know I didn't do nothing wrong. I'm about to I veer to the right. He's still straight. I'm about to make the right turn into the neighborhood. And this is state troopers. Why are they even in this neighborhood? They had to be sitting somewhere on the side of the road. So before I can make that right, they get behind me and pull me. I'm wondering what they pulling me for? So they pull me and ask me, for my credentials and all of that, all of the above. And then they actually wanted to, they already knew what they wanted to do. It was 2 a.m. They wanted me to blow in their blowing device. And I told them, no, I'm not blowing because y'all pulled me over for nothing. What y'all pulled me for? They said, I'll tell you. I said, well, show me on the camera what y'all pulled me for. They said, we will later. But being that you refusing, they'll put me in the car. And once I get in the car, they're going to say, start asking me for my name and information. So the guy that was in training was driving. He has to look back at the guy that's, the veteran and start asking him questions what to write down on the paper. I said, oh, yo, you in training? He was like, yeah. He looked at me like, yeah, big young boy. He's like, yeah. So I looked back. I said, yo, you teaching him how to pull over black people illegally? Nah, it's not illegal. It is illegal. I didn't do nothing. You was not following me, man. Why would you have to race to catch up to me if you was following me? Because when I got off the exit, was nothing behind me. Only the car that was right in front of me. Long story short, I told him I'm not blowing in nothing. Y'all might as well go ahead and take me downtown so I can go ahead and hurry up and get bailed out and go home. I'll just see y'all in court. So when I go to court, They make up all kind of stories of how I was in one lane on the white lines, and then I was in the right. Then I went over to the divider a little bit, got back, and then they got behind me and pulled me. So if I did all that on the highway after I exited, why they had to zoom up to catch up to me, lights blazing, as if they was on an emergency call. But this is the perks. My point about this situation is I had to go through all of that, and the judge and the DA, they don't want to hear nothing. They want to bring up all kind of stuff on you. And just because they got the upper hand to actually send you to jail, they force you into either you could take it to trial or you're gonna cop out to something that they're gonna give you. And I had to work, I had to work with a lawyer to actually get things dropped to a lower charge, and just so I can avoid going to jail. Cost $8,000 to $9,000 just to get out of that situation. Just because he wanted to train somebody and pull somebody over illegally. Training purposes and putting, I guess, a notch up on his belt purposes. And what are we to do? Where are we as a whole to stick together and get these type of officers and people that's in charge of these officers out of them seats that call these shots and interrupting our life and sending us to jail and making money off us, and then $8,000 to $9,000? You know what I could have did with that? Just so he could practice. If I didn't have $8,000 to $9,000, I'd probably been in jail right now. So that's the crazy part. R. Kelly sitting in jail for something that easily could have been shown in court, and they would have seen that these lady and the people who was the powers to be put him behind them bars. They would have seen that they was lying and making up all them stories. Now they got the Lifetime involved with it. All of the people, Gail King involved with it. Is Gail King gonna step up now and talk for this man? She done interviewed the daughter. She done interviewed him and still was asking him questions as if she didn't believe him. Why would everybody make these things up on you? Why would they? The man actually stood there in tears on national worldwide TV saying he fighting for his life. Y'all trying to bury me alive. That's deep right there. But if it was one of y'all, I'm sure y'all would definitely look at it the other way. I see it's a lot of R. Kelly lovers out. A lot of R. Kelly lovers out there that's holding him down, that just see the big picture. They not fighting for him if he did something wrong and towards child molestation charges or dealing with young girls that's underage. They seeing that it was a railroad him situation. Then you got the other ones that's just straight up saying he need to be in jail and don't even know why. They just saying it, keeping up with the Joneses, following what they see everybody else say, and don't even really know the facts of the matter. Just send somebody to jail. That's crazy to me. That's real deep, man. And I know what it's like to be behind the bars. I did time before. I know a lot of my friends that's behind them bars for something and that they didn't even get caught for. And got football numbers. 25, 26 years. But real pedophiles is out here sometimes get 2, 3 years, be back home. And then they get put on the pedophile list of what area they live in and all of that. So that's crazy, man. I want y'all to let me know what y'all think about that, man, because that's real deep that a man is in jail for 30 years. Look at Bill Cosby. They did him like that. His case, they looked into it, that got overturned. How many more black, should I say, big influencers that we have for is in the music and entertainment world that we got to lose to false accusations, and then their accolades get pulled down, and how you going to get them back? Can't get them back because people going to look crazy by giving them back to you. Bill Cosby lost a lot of things. His memorabilia taken out of colleges and stuff like that. Like, that's crazy to me, man. How women could just come back and say something after 20, 30 years with just no real proof of nothing to send a man to jail. And that's cool. And then when they got found not guilty, they don't go back and get these women for putting these men in jail. So y'all leaving the lane open. If y'all put somebody, them women in jail, I guarantee you that'll stop. Because they ain't going to want to take chances of them being found lying, and now the tables get turned and they got to go sit in there. A lot of that'll stop, but y'all leaving the lane open to send our brothers to jail. Look how many of these big, like I think I said it before, these big movie stars and you know, in the white culture, Caucasian culture, however you want to say it, dealing with a lot of these young girls. 18 on up, all right, but they dealing with them, and they half their age. They not going to jail. We don't talk about a lot of that, though. That's crazy, man. It's almost to the point where people want to see somebody go to jail and hate so they can talk negative about a person, even though they don't care if whatever they're hearing is true or not. They just want to keep up with what everybody else saying. Go to jail. Like, that's crazy. And negative energies travel quicker than positive energy. Even the girl herself said it. R. Kelly did not do nothing to her. She said it on the Gail King show. Said no, he didn't do nothing wrong to her. It was her mother and father being manipulative, and they did that just for money. He ain't do nothing wrong to her, is what she said out her mouth. And she said it's traveling fast because a negative conversation travels fast. She said all that out her mouth. So whoever didn't see it, you know, go check it out. If it went over your head and you did see it, go check it out, man. I'm only speaking right here about this right now because it's wrong that any man go to jail for something that they didn't do. That's the only reason why I'm up here speaking today about it. And if y'all notice, the news, the big boy news, none of that it touched yet. Because they ain't get that okay yet to push the button on that. Because they gonna look crazy how they was pushing the buttons on sending him to jail like he was wrong and guilty. Now this surface, nobody want to touch nothing. But immediately if they would have found something else negative out that could have buried him even more with the 30 years, it would have been all over the news right now. But now it's something that could free him. Nobody on the news want to talk about it. It's just surfacing through the podcast world, through the internet world. That's real crazy to me, man. And one thing about it is when they got you in there, easy for them to come lock you up, and you got to prove your way to get up out of that situation. They don't let it go fast. You got to go through this procedure, that procedure. When it's right clear as day that they got paperwork, they got stuff to clear him right there, but he still got to go through a whole procedure. Not just him, that goes with anybody. A lot of my friends had to fight their way out with stuff that was clear as day that they didn't do this, what the police was accusing them of doing. That's crazy, man. So we're going to sit back and keep letting these higher ups send our people to jail just because it ain't you. But when it's you, somebody who you would love somebody to come and help you out. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. So we're going to get in a little something else, man, as y'all might can see. The 3 men that jumped on Tekashi 6ix9ine, they're locked up. One for a $25,000 bail and one for a $50,000 bail. I forgot all the bails. But those are some low bails. And I don't know. I didn't see them rob them for nothing, but maybe, they did. But one thing, a lot of people commenting Good for them. Um, they wanted to be famous, being that they said, I'm gonna be famous. I think when he was saying famous while he was beating on Tekashi was being sarcastic. I don't really think he was saying he want to be famous, but a lot of people is cheering that they went to jail, and I don't think that they don't know that them guys already knew they was gonna be on camera. I think they took one for whatever they believed in, and why I say that is because people saying it's because he a snitch, but other people saying no, it's because he threw up Latin King signs and he's not a Latin King, and even if he was, he would be exempt from it because he's considered a rat right now. So you can't throw up no type of signs with no organization when you are cast or outcast to street life, street world, whatever you want to call it. But a lot of people saying that they did that for that. Whatever reason it was, I'm just saying this to say, they knew that they was going to be on film. They knew what the outcome was going to be after the moment they walked in there and did that. Tell me if I'm bugging out. Leave me some comments and let me know if I'm bugging out. I pretty much think that they knew when they walked in there that they was going to go to jail after they accomplished what they wanted to accomplish by assaulting Tekashi. And I want to say some other things. Like a lot of people were saying freedom heroes. Other people were saying they got what they was looking for. It's good for them. So, when you are considered or you are known and you know that you did some telling on somebody and cost people their life, you are a target at that point now. And this is what other people saying. So I'm going to get right back to that. They're saying, now who's going to bail them out? Is any of the celebrities going to go and bail these guys out? Who's going to help bail these guys out, being that they supposed to be heroes? That's a good question. Being that they took one for the team, ain't nobody going to, chip in. Because when you are considered a snitch and you hanging in the streets, back in the day, you would never know where it's coming from. And there wasn't that many cameras around like that. But back then, and that was one of the reasons we save a lot of these rats out here now, because there's too much cameras going on. People ain't risking their life for a rat. They know he gonna tell anyway. I ain't risking my life for that. And somebody else to catch them slipping, however it may go. That's one of the other reasons why snitching is accepted out here, because nobody getting their head smacked. But back then, you would never know where it's coming from. And right now, what just happened with Tekashi is what was going on back in the day actually happened now. And they said, F them cameras. For whatever reason they whooped on them and did that, it's because they felt that somebody got to bite the bullet for this one. And, they look like they some thorough cats, knowing like where they going, they going to hold it down. Not only that, just depending on, how the robbery is, that can get dropped and lowered to a certain degree. They might even get probation to get up out of it. I don't know. Let me know if I'm bugging out or not. I don't know the full charges of it and what level they are, but I'm going to look into it. But I guarantee you, if stuff like that continue happening, a lot of people are second guess about snitching. Now, I want to say, like I said before, that might have been a lesson for Tekashi to sit back and chill. I seen him on an interview earlier today. In the interview, he was interviewing with a lady. I was waiting for him to be, I don't care. That's the Tekashi that everybody know. So, because a lot of people in the comments say, oh, he's talking humble as ever. That's the most humble I ever seen him in my life. I never knew he can be humble like that. I was thinking that might be a fake, that might be a clone Tekashi right there. That ain't look like the Tekashi I know. And see, when you out talking junk like that, man, and talking crazy, even after you did something wrong to somebody, even if people don't know you, they just know that you did wrong to somebody, and it's with snitch culture, and you talking tough. It's like they don't want to see you walking around here acting like you a regular person and you shining and you doing all that on people while you know the people was in jail. I get it. They try to kidnap you and things of that nature. I get it. I'm just saying, still, you gotta humble yourself. I'm not here to tear Tekashi down. Let's get that straight. I'm here to let a brother know you need to humble yourself when you're doing certain things. You can't act like you're the same person you was. And not only that, people that make rap records, that be talking tough, and they jacket is still clean and all that, they still gotta be on point when they go to shows. You know why? Because people want to see about that toughness. It's plenty of people out here that just love to fight. They don't care. They gonna go to that show just to see if they can get close to you to see if you tough. How you say you is on the records. They want you to beat them up. So when you invite that type of energy to you, you never know where it's gonna come from. You never know where it's gonna come from. That's all I'm saying, man. And this is a lesson to kids, because it's gonna be another person that blow up and get money like Tekashi. Might be cocky already and start feeling even more cocky because now he got money, he getting money. Don't turn it into that type of situation and make people dislike you. Stay humble. Get money. You know, you might want to brag a little bit about what you got. Yeah, I'm doing my thing. Yeah, this cost $5,000, this and that. But I'm going to take my team out, you know. But don't get crazy with it like, yeah, y'all bums. Y'all ain't, and throw something out there to people as if they're, you know, littler than you in image and size. Even if a person is, still treat a person cool and humble, man. And I'm just saying that because I'm one of the guys that did all that. I can't make it up. Came through with all the fly toys, all the pretty toys. And I came down to Bull City, Durham, which is one of the toughest places, toughest cities in North Carolina. They called the Bull City for a reason. You get the horns. And came down humble. Got a lot of love from a lot of gangsters out here. A lot of gangsters, man. Got a lot of love. I went through some turmoil out here when I was out there running them mean streets. It is what it is. To show them, don't play with me. But at the end of the day, in a respectful manner, I didn't bother nobody unless they bothered me. But I was out here, if I could help somebody, I'm going to help them. Because I ain't bigger than nobody. We all the same. I don't care how much money I got, and he might don't have the same as my amount of money as I do. It doesn't matter about that. It matters about he might can help me or she might can help me to rise where I'm at. Because I don't care about all the gangster stuff. I ain't got no time for none of that. But the gangsters going to respect who I am because I respect who they are. And that's the way to survive out here, man. Nobody's better than nobody. We all equal, bro. We get a lot of money together. And a lot of these cats out here, when I walk through, you know, a lot of people think that I'm from Durham if you don't know me. But if you know me, they'll call me Durham and New York all at the same time. Because I've been here for a minute, but I've done a lot of things in Durham. But it's all about humbling yourself. That's my whole point about the situation when you out here with them sharks. There's a bunch of them in Durham, I promise you that. So yeah, man, we're gonna see how this situation play out. I don't know, but my opinion, I think the guys wanted to take one for the team, knowing they was going to jail, because it's obvious it's on camera, man. They knew walking into a place like LA Fitness is nothing but cameras around. Y'all tell me if I'm bugging out or not. That's another thing y'all can hit me up in them comments about. And you know, it's a tough situation, man. But a lot of cats that's young start getting a lot of money, start feeling themselves. They don't understand there's an other side to that. And especially when you're a person that travel around a lot and you're a high profile face, you definitely can't be without your security at no time. You can't even be without security when your jacket is clean and you don't have no stains on your name. You still need security. Especially when you're not a big guy. A lot of people was commenting on saying it took 3 guys to jump him. Another one of my opinions is it ain't about the big guys. It's about how bad they wanted to punish him. They wanted to really punish him. And it could have been worse because they're really big. They could have really beat him to sleep. I've seen people get beat to sleep, man. So I'm just saying it could have been worse. So they really was in there to make an example. It wasn't about that they needed 3 guys. Not at all. So yeah, you know, y'all young cats, man, get that money. But don't get caught up in the hype in this internet world, YouTube world, want to impress people and all that, because as soon as you dead or locked up, the world going on, they're going to be back on somebody else's page commenting and watching and waiting for the next boy or female to do something crazy, and then your name gonna just fade out, and then you're gone. It's over. Don't get caught up in that world, man. Stay humble. Get money. Enjoy yourself. And I don't mean get money in a way where it's gonna send you to prison and all that. I'm just saying, if you blow up as a rapper, comedian, movie star, don't get beside yourself, man. Keep it humble. Be a people's person, man. Because you never know when you're gonna need somebody. It seems like Tekashi ain't got nobody, is what I'm saying. And he might got friends, that's backing him or whatever, but I'm just saying, like a lot of thorough cats that he had around him at the beginning, it ain't looking like too much of that is going on anymore, man. And it's like too many people who ain't gonna be trying to fight and lose their life for a guy that's known as a snitch, because now it's like, you're going to help yourself. You're going to help a person that had the chance to just be humble. You're going to help a person that sent another person to jail. I don't know. You got some people they out here, people call them snitch lovers and things of that nature. So, but it's a rough situation, man. It's a rough situation that he got going on. So I'm saying that for y'all young cats, don't get caught up in that world, man. Don't get caught up in that world. It's that serious. Another thing I want to touch on real quick. Zimmerman's still rolling around out here, man. Why ain't nobody beat him down yet? What's up with that? And he's stepping to people and all that. We ain't heard nothing from him in a little minute, but it's still, man. Zimmerman chilling out here. But all my young cats, when y'all beefing with each other, y'all wake up to kill each other. When it's people like Zimmerman, and I ain't saying nobody to go and hurt Zimmerman, so don't get that twisted. I don't want that on my name. I'm just making an example. Because there's a lot of tough cats in every city, every state. But we wake up worrying about killing each other. But we got people like Zimmerman that kill our young brother, our young son, our young nephew, and then walk around like he that dude, and know he got off of jail with scot-free. But ain't nobody went and did nothing to him. I ain't even heard about him getting chased home, nothing. Like, that's the crazy part. That all my young black brothers waking up every morning with I'm going to tear somebody up, or hopefully nobody don't catch me slipping and tear me up and lose my life. Y'all wake up every day to do that, man. We gotta figure out something better than that. Way better, man. Like what is we doing? And I know a lot of y'all looking at it like, I be seeing a lot of videos of the young cats, man, we don't care what. Whoever wanted, what, and da-da. What do it all mean at the end of the day when you go lay down? Then I see a lot of cats on these shows, after they catch them for being tough guys, they talk so humble to the police. They be ready to tell anything that they can tell. They talking nice to the police. I ain't seen one yet. Unless they didn't videotape it or show it on these internet sites. But I ain't seen one yet. Say, man, don't talk to me, man. Send me in my room. I don't need to talk to y'all. Send me up out of here. Because once you're sitting there doing all that, you admitting your guilt right there. So they know they got you for something. Because you're sitting there looking sad as a puppy. You ain't got no anger, no nothing. Yo, where my lawyer at? I don't want to talk to y'all. And I'm only saying that because, once again, I've been through that before. I've been in that interrogation room. In real life. And I told them, why is y'all talking to me? Why is y'all asking me questions? I don't even know what y'all talking about. In a New York City interrogation room. Because they trying to play on my intelligence. It was 7 of us. Kingston, New York. They called everybody down first before they called me down. Got me down there last to ask me about a murder. Which I don't know nothing about. Why y'all bringing me down these steps to ask me that? And they had to come all the way upstate looking for me because they heard that I got locked up for a drug charge. Why are y'all talking to me about that? You know why? Police want you to say one wrong thing. My lawyer always told me this. The police want you to say one wrong thing to a question that they asking you about. Even though they don't have nothing, it's just one little thing that could just stick you for them to sit you in jail. So now they'll sit you in jail for a murder for one little thing that you incriminated yourself for, which is something just so simple that they have enough with that one little thing to hold you in jail. So now while they holding you in jail, they hoping that you crack because you like, man, I'm in here like, wow, I ain't even do nothing. But they hoping you know something. Or they might hope you crack that because you do know something and you might think that you could talk your way out of it. Same thing happened in Durham with one of my friends. They tried the same thing with me with my friend, somebody I love. Had me on Crime Stoppers. The call in was the stupidest thing ever. And when I seen that, first thing I did was call them. And I told them, don't, if you ever do that, you playing with my life doing something stupid like that. You'll make people think that I really did do something. They said, well, just come down and talk to us. And you know, all this would go away. I said, man, I don't got to come talk to you about nothing. First of all, it's going to go away now because the next time I have to call y'all going to be talking to my lawyer. And that's what I told them. And this incident happened outside of my club. And I'm telling them, dummy, why would I do something outside of my club? So y'all keep doing that, my lawyer going to come holler at y'all. I went and talked to my lawyer, and this is what he broke down to me. They just wanted to get you down there so you could say one little thing and they could sit you in there. One of my homeboys, they did it to him. Went down there. I don't know what happened, but he sat. And he didn't even do nothing. Had nothing to do with that situation, but he sat for about 8-9 months. And then they let him go. But I'm just saying that to say to all y'all young cats, man, y'all going down there getting caught up Because y'all out here doing stuff that's crazy, that don't even make sense, that y'all doing. It ain't even about nothing. It ain't about no money. And even if it's about money, that don't make it right. But still, y'all doing all this crazy mess, man. Sending yourself to jail and in the grave. Like y'all don't care. Y'all wake up like y'all just going to punch somebody in the face and gonna get a little assault charge and be back home, man. Like that ain't how it work out here, my brothers. That ain't how it work, man. That ain't how it work, man. Y'all gotta tighten up, man. I know y'all saying, yo, he got my man, I gotta get one back on him. It ain't about no numbers game with killing each other, man. Y'all gotta figure out when to stop doing that. Figure out just a chance to give it some time. And I'm talking to everybody worldwide that's doing this stuff. I look at TV every day, man, and I'm just seeing my young brothers caught up with, they went in and found the ops and killed them and got caught. The Savage dude just got caught. I admit he was bugging by doing what he did. By antagonizing the people, getting on his lives and still talking about the situation. It happened, and it was a sad situation because his son was in there. It was a sad situation, period. That he even let somebody come to his house and trusted that. So that right there shows his thought process in how moving like a grown man. His homeboy even said he wish he was there, so that would have never even happened. He wouldn't even let them come to his house because he would have schooled them, and he was trying to school them from afar, but he didn't follow the knowledge of his homeboy. And then he got on Vlad speaking about it. I got nothing, against Vlad interviews, because if that's me, I go up there, I'm not talking about nothing that I've done. And even if I spoke about, the incident, what happened to me, I'm still going to say it remorsefully. The guys did what they did, yeah, I'm mad with them, you know what I'm saying? But I might have took somebody's family member life, but it was that person over mine's. But that's messed up. I wouldn't be joking about it. So I wish he didn't went out and joked about it. You know what I'm saying? Because, he said he got his son. That's what he lived for. And then if you live for your son, you went out and did that and let your life get took that easy, bro. Like, that's the sad part about that part, man. And there's probably going to be other brothers that get their life took because of that. Because at the end of the day, the first guy started it, the initial bull crap by trying to just rob him for some jewelry. Now it's all over some jewelry that just costs a little bit of money. I don't care if it was $5,000, $10,000. Nobody's life worth $5,000, $10,000, $20,000. Your life worth more than that. And you go to the extent to go up in their house, to sneak and get in the house and all that. Just to do that, to see if there's money up in there. I said this before. Everybody I know that try to sneak a person with kidnapping them and robbing them in their houses and breaking in their houses and all of the above always turn up to get nothing. And the life get lost from it. And then people go to jail. What do it all mean, man? Think about it before you go up in there and do it. I understand you're all hungry. I got to eat. Man, he flossing all on Instagram. I got to have that. Because you got heart. But, put that heart to the test with something else, man. Instead of that. Because when they get you, y'all don't be sitting in there acting tough in front of the police. Man, look, man. Don't ask me no questions. I don't want to talk. Call my lawyer, send me back to the cell. Wake me up when my lawyer get here. I'm going to sleep. I don't see none of that temperature. But outside, when the police ain't got nobody, where they at? What's up? Yo, it's on sight when I see them. I don't see none of that. So y'all really got heart, but y'all get in there and those walls, it's a mind thing. That's what they go to school for. So those walls already intimidate you. The cold room intimidates you. The mind games they play with you by sitting outside, let you sit there for a minute by yourself. You wonder what's going on. Then they come in and talk to you and act like they cool with you. Then they might got one of them that ain't gonna act cool with you. You gotta block all that out, man. It's called 1,000-mile stir. Just go into your zone, man. Tell them, man, just talk to me when my lawyer come. That's what y'all gotta do. And I ain't telling y'all how to duck crime, being that y'all gonna be doing crime. Hopefully y'all, this message get out to a lot of y'all to chill with that. But still, you still have rights while you in there. And the police will play trickery games and all that, even when they don't have nothing. So if you be quiet, I know y'all done heard it, you have the right to remain silent. Everybody always say that. Nobody, and everybody that says it, nobody listens to the people that says it. But that's because y'all already know before y'all even got in jail that y'all gonna tell. Because the new thing now is to tell. You already know, man, I'm do what I do. If I get caught, I just know what I'm gonna tell. I'm telling. That's the new thing. Just roll till you fall. When you fall, you're gonna tell. You're gonna get back up by telling and go on home. But y'all playing with your own life, then you playing with another person's life. Then you playing with family life. Family members is affected by it. Your own family members affected by it. Your crew don't even come get you and put no money up to bail you out, pay for your lawyer, send you no commissary so you can eat good. Soon as you get in there for a murder, it's $25,000. That's just to start the case. If you go to trial, you gotta give you about another $25, $50, depending on the level of the murder. Y'all need to keep that in mind, man. Y'all don't got that. Funeral costs $10,000 and better for a funeral, man. Y'all wake up and think about that. Who gonna have to pay for your funeral if you do get caught up by your ops? Or you go to jail with a lawyer. Then you in there crying, calling everybody else. You can't send me no money. Nobody's paying for you. We out here bull crapping and they go to work hard every day and then they gotta take their money to give you money, help you pay for a lawyer, help you get bailed out just cause you was running around here broke but looking for ops with a gun in your pocket. How smart is that, man? Just tell me. I mean, I'm just trying to figure it out. I just want to, give my young boys a few real reality, man. I know I ain't gonna reach everybody, but I promise you, they got somewhere for you to go and sit down, man. Just cause everybody, looking at you like you're the tough guy, oh, here come Greg, that nigga tough, don't mess with him. That feel good, don't it? I know, but it don't mean nothing, cause once you go to jail, they gonna say, yo, you heard about Greg? That boy done shot somebody up, killed this, that. Man, they got him now. His bail $200 down. He ain't got no bail. Now they talking about you in there. Nobody coming to help you though, and give you no money. And then now you gonna be like that rapper. I forgot that rapper name, man. He just was talking. He been in there for a couple years. Got 50 years. He got 50 years. He went in there as an adolescent, but they charged him as an adult. Young boy. Now he's saying he wasn't the shooter. He wasn't the he wasn't the one that took the I would go. He wasn't the shooter. He was just with somebody actually did all the things and all that, but he got all the time. And somebody pulled up the paperwork or the statutes of that law. You don't have to be a shooter or nothing. You just have to be there, and you still get the same amount of time. So now he in there, been in there for a couple years. Now he's want to humble himself, saying this ain't really worth it, this and that. Should have thought about that when that happened, bro. And I'm only saying this to say, I used to be out there in the mean streets, man. And it came a point in time where I said, yo, things ain't right. Too much going on. The game ain't being played fair no more. I got to fall back. And if I do dibble and dabble and go dibble and dabble or whatever, I know I'm going to have to handle what I went and dibbled and dabble for. I'm not pulling the next man in. I don't care what they say. Somebody in my comments said, yo, Boosie, I don't know what it is. You always say about what you won't do, which I've been there and I've done it already. I done took mine to trial. I done did all that. I can't preach that enough. That's why I know to lead the game. Because I know what I'm not going to do. So I can say that honestly. Not pulling another man in. Because he wasn't spending my money. He wasn't with me partying, having fun, traveling whenever. And even if he was, it's my money. So why I'm pulling another man down from his family? I just got to be the man and handle the consequences of what happened to me. So that's all I'm saying, man. So, my young boys, man, y'all get this, man. For real, man. We getting ready to put together a lot of things. It's a lot, it's some community centers in Durham. Got the Shabella Recovery Community Center, man. Y'all need to chime in with that. And, do something positive, man. Figure out a trade or something. Y'all want to shoot them guns? Go to the Army. Y'all have fun in the Army too now. I know y'all don't like to be told when to get up and what to do and all that. But, hey, you get to go and kill for free and get paid for it. And you get checks. And then you get your own crib. Then you get your own car. You get a little bit of benefits. Instead of waking up every day doing nothing. Standing on the corner. Or sitting out playing video games till your crew call you and say, yo, we see where one is at, and go out there and go get them. You might not come back and finish playing the video game because you either got killed or locked up. Like, come on, man. It's tighten up time, man. So I want to get into something else, man. The homie Uzi Vert. They said he got his tongue tattooed with a cross on it. And they say it's an upside down cross. But before I get into that, I want to say, big shout out to Uzi Vert. I met him in DJ Drama Studio. We was in there all day with my brother, Dame Dash. We came down there for on a promo tour. I had Dame on a promo tour in Atlanta, and we actually went to Drama Studio, where Drama interviewed him on satellite radio, Sirius FM, that Drama had in his own studio, and Uzi Vert was there. Uzi Vert was on the rise then. His name wasn't out there yet or nothing, and my artist was with me, AR Wings, Trey Money Bags, Miles, had a few with me, and I had, Slouch Life. I had them actually converting with Uzi Vert, and we was in there having fun. Uzi Vert was a humble dude, real down to earth. His music was fire. I knew once that reached the world, he was gonna be on that level. I just knew it. Drama and them had a plan with him. Him and Drama fell out at one point in time, but I hear they cool now, and that's a good thing. I like to see brothers make moves with who they started with. And, brothers argue and fight, they get back together. So, things happen. But, we learned a lot by watching how an artist can come from here to all the way there to where Uzi is at now. He's on top of the world right now, man. So I just wanted to throw that out there. He actually seen me and my boy Spitter Fargo. Where we was at, Spitter, when they seen us?
It was at the club.
It was club
strip club.
Oh, it was Club Dreams, but before it was Dreams.
Yeah.
It was something else. And me and Spitter was sitting on the side, and Uzi Vert and DJ Drama came in, and as soon as he seen it, what he said?
Yeah. So what's up? And then we started.
Nah, he was like, what up? Put his hand up. He was like, yo, come here.
Yeah, that's a fact.
He's like, what's up, Boosie? What's good? I'm like, what up?
Was in a section.
He hit Drama, and Drama looked back. He's like, yo, this Dame Dash and them boy, Boosie. He was like, oh, what up? He's like, yeah, y'all come with us.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Showed us mad love and all that. So good dude. I wanted to reiterate that before I go into what the tabloids are saying. They saying that his tongue tattoo is like satanic. Is he Satan? I just think he's just autistic. How you say it when a person is real artsy and like to dress their way and style and all that. I just think he's a person that he's a rock star now.
He's expressing his,
he's expressing himself. He's a rock star now.
Yeah, he was some rock star shit.
That's all that is.
If you chill with him and hang with him, he like hood, coolest dude ever.
Hood,
you know what
cool.
I'm saying?
That's a fact.
He just doing that shit, that young thug shit, man, for like, for attention.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
And that's my opinion of him.
Yeah.
Because I hung around him and, like I said, see this to show love. And then as he progressed, I just see him transform into a rock star because he got rock star music.
Yeah.
And he has a cult following there.
That's a fact.
So a lot of, even rappers that has that same type of cult following, the majority of them they have that rock star mentality, man. And that's where it's at. So, can't put devil stuff on people just because that's how y'all feel.
Perceive it.
Yeah.
Y'all perceive it.
Yeah, nah, you can't do that, man. And everybody's all into this stigma. Everybody is with the Illuminatis and walk through that door and all that stuff. The music speaks for itself, and if the people love it, I don't see why nobody got to walk through a door. But it might be other things going on with other people or whatever. I don't know them people, so I'm just speaking about the homie. I haven't seen him in a while, but I know he's a good dude. So, I don't know. Y'all send me y'all comments on that. And do y'all feel people should be saying things like that about people and they don't know that person to even say that about them just because they dressing how they want to dress? So that ain't cool. And now, one last thing, man. The T.I. and Lil Boosie situation. They ran into each other.
They patched it up.
They ran into each other. And like I was just saying, brothers go through things. Which, I don't know. My opinion on that, even though T.I. said he was playing, I still want to say, even if he wasn't playing and it was a dead person, which is his family, that he said that was his gun or whatever, the person is dead. The police can't do nothing to him. That's what snitching is. When the police can do something to the person that you told on. And I'm sure his cousin is saying, well, let me say, even if that was me and my cousin had to utilize my name, use my name. I ain't there. They can't do nothing to me. So the only thing I can say is the police let him get out of that situation by tricking them. Period. So he didn't send nobody to jail, man. He didn't send nobody to jail. And that when he was locked up, then he had to do that commercial, part of his plea agreement, about tips. Tip 100 if you see a crime. That has nothing to do with snitching. That has something to do with if you see a crime, that's all he said. Old lady might be getting robbed. Young girl might be getting robbed. A girl might be getting beat up. It's not cool to beat no girl up. Done it before. Not done it, but I grabbed on a dude's arm in New York. My friends will tell you about that. I almost got into it behind that. Dude ran home to go get a gun and all that. But it ain't cool to beat on no women. So it ain't about that. Nobody snitched because he said, tips. If you see somebody breaking into somebody's house and all that. You see somebody breaking in your neighbor's house, you ain't going to call the cops and know that that's not their house. knowing your neighbors is out of town or something, you just gonna allow that to happen? That ain't snitching. So, you know, I know Boosie got morals and all that to stand on. And I respect that. And I respect Boosie as a man. I'm a big fan of Boosie. But my opinion, I don't think that you should have ended a friendship with y'all. Y'all was looking like, yo, like this together. And I was liking that, loving that, and I was excited about that project that y'all was doing and about to do, or was about to do rather. I think that was real big, man. And a little situation like that for people that's out here in the world to chime in and try to turn y'all against each other or you against your brother, I don't think that that was cool for that to happen in that manner. But sometimes, you know, once you're distant, apart from each other, you get your mind right and get it together. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully y'all can get that together, bro. For real, man. Cause I'm real excited about hearing this project. Cause I don't see nothing that should have really interfered with y'all putting out one of the hottest albums that's probably gonna touch the world, man. For real, I don't see nothing. As far as T.I. was being a snitch and all that, I don't see that one, man. I don't get it. And like everybody was saying about him snitching with the guns, ain't nobody seen no paperwork. Biggest T.I. name is, you know how many people would love to really come out and say, yeah, I was one of the people that got caught up with the guns that T.I. had. And all them guns, it would have had to be a person that he told on that actually sold him them guns. Yeah. So you ain't heard nobody in jail for that or nothing.
He got caught red-handed.
They red-handed. It is what it is. Ain't nobody in jail for selling him no guns. So ain't nothing else for him to be able to snitch on, rather. So it's like, hope your brothers get that together, man. That's a beautiful thing. I can tell you one thing, God put y'all in that airport together, man. So whoever don't believe that that's real, pay attention to detail, man. God is for real. God is serious, man. So yeah, make sure y'all hit me up. Hit that like button, smash the like button down for me. Please share to everybody, because this is a message that must reach all our young boys everywhere. I'm not here to offend nobody. I'm just here to speak the truth of what's going on out here in real time and in reality. I just give it to you in another way. If y'all new, please subscribe. Hit your friends up, tell them subscribe, so I can keep rocking and rolling. Donate to my Cash App. You know, no donation is too small, too big, whatever. I'm blessed for people that look out, and thanks to all the guys and females that has been donating. I really appreciate y'all. I'm gonna keep this content coming. Y'all stay tuned. I got a lot of big celebrity guests coming through, so we can see what they got going on. Big celebrity interviews for y'all. Big celebrity interviews for y'all, man. It's that time now. It's time to go hard.
Don't tell them too much right now.
Nah, I ain't gonna tell them too much.
You gotta drop a name real quick. Don't drop
I ain't doing that. I'm gonna wait.
Keep them waiting. Next episode.
That's Stay a fact, tuned, man. Shout out to North Carolina, Atlanta, New York, all my peoples out there, man. Love y'all. Your boy Big Boosie, man. Y'all know what I'm about to do. I'm signing out. Let's go, Spitter.